Lord. Hey watchers, welcome back to another video, okay? And before we start this video, I've been seeing a lot of artists reacting to the one and only PewDiePie. Huh? Why are you milking this man just for content? It's totally absurd. Shame. So that's why for today, we're gonna be reacting to PewDiePie. Well, basically, if you are a fan of PewDiePie or you're an artist, you've definitely heard that PewDiePie has been getting into art. I think it's been a year or something. So you can see, there it is. Yeah, it's been like almost a year ago. And I think he also had one where he showed his 70 days stuff or something. But for today's video, okay, we're gonna be reacting to his most recent update on his art journey. So let's find out how art god PewDiePie is. So let's go. Okay.
I drew every day for a year. What's the progress? Was it worth it? So this all started as a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video and I picked art because I thought it was easy to track. People were so encouraging on the video and I really enjoyed picking up drawing. So I kept going and I did a 100-day one and people enjoyed it.
Yeah, a lot of people, okay, were very encouraging in the videos. But I did see people were so negative about it. Oh, I will never draw again. PewDiePie is so good. Oh my god, I'm so sad, boy. Shame. Shame on you, bro, whoever you are.
Even more, there was no way I was gonna stop. I had to do at least a year. And here we are. Being here, I have so many emotions. I am happy.
That's impossible. No artist is happy.
This is where it all started. 365 days ago. Day one. A self-portrait?
Looks accurate.
What's up, Björn? Yes. Man, this is nice to watch. Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives me confidence. Here's when I started to look up tutorials and
yo, first of all, okay, what is that, okay? What is that little thing? Looks like an empanada, dude.
you think it'd be better, but they all kind of look like they have some sort of allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would have made it something more like, I wonder if I can fix this. I feel bad for future.
Oh.
Damn, I drew so hard. I can't erase. Damn, such a simple change and it's already so much better.
Damn, look at that. It's actually really impressive that he can already fix his art. You can tell that he knows what he's doing now.
I realize, and maybe other people have said this too, but drawing is more about training your brain to see rather than actually technical with your hand. I think that's a misconception I had.
That's very true. That's why, okay, you draw with reference. Can I train that brain? And to actually know how things work and how things look like in real life. You gotta feed that mental catalog. And then you can put your own twist into those stuffy up deeply.
This was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it, and I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there. So this is my progress after 82 days. 84.
I remember these. Ooh,
and I really think here's
one.
where I peaked in terms of if you wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time. I think just adding colors on paper.
I remember being amazed at this drawing because it's pretty good for, you know, like someone who just started drawing.
That it kind of forgives a lot of the anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketches still being there. Like, it's just nice to look at regardless. But yeah, this is the last thing I drew for my 100-day video, and yeah, it's cute. So let's check the progress from there on.
Moment of truth.
First of all, don't do what I did. I just kept drawing the same things. Anime girl. Too much anime. Just bad. I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve. I wanted to be more consistent. I think that's why I kept doing this. Redo it? Absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else. Finally, I move on and I draw boys. This is the boys arc. I drew so much guys
You
from
got some
anime
man,
because I
dude.
thought I drew so many mangas. You probably recognize these. I think this is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu.
You know, this is a good time for me to address a couple things from my last video. One of them is just a huge thanks to other YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool to see and actually get encouraged by professionals. That was like a rumor that went around, and I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point.
I think it's so cool though that, you know, like artists really just comes together and try to help each other. I think that's what I like about the art community. Well, not all the time, okay, but yeah, most of the time we just kind of try to help each other, which is, you know, I really like about our art community. So
I was not being disingenuous. I have not drawn since I was a kid.
These are cool sketches, bro.
I love doing Photoshop. Before YouTube, I loved photoshopping images and creating artworks that way. So maybe in a sense that helped.
I think it does a little, because it's still artistic like sense in a way. So
but I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, you know, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be inspiring for other people to do the same thing. Like that's my goal. Like people say anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. Like if I wanted to draw anime style, sorry, it's hard to see here. You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you draw where the eyes are gonna be, you kind of figure out.
Yeah, you can tell here that he knows what he's doing. You know, like he really knows that what he's doing.
That is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance. Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of proportion, the whole thing just kind of looks weird. So to draw directly,
yeah.
So I bought this pen. This pen is amazing. It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it,
bro, I had lots of these. About like 5 years ago, I was so obsessed with these pens. If you guys scroll down to my Instagram, my first post, okay, was with this pen. I was using these pen.
And you can draw really slim lines or really thick lines really quickly. And I told myself I was going to force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was going to really, like, I'm going to use, at least that's what I wanted to do. And it took some time.
I guess personally what I learned about using those pen is that I get to train my line confidence, you know, like when I was just making a stroke. Like the pen is just so unforgiving that you kind of have to make that stroke. You kind of have to just make it work, you know? And I guess over time, it improved my line confidence.
That's how you have to improve, you know? You have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think eventually I started to sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind of really quick.
That looks good. Oh my god, PewDiePie.
Satisfying result with the high contrast panels, and yeah, it
These
feels like I'm looking at a manga.
Good.
It's really cool. Getting more comfortable. It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like a little side quest, but I'm glad I took it. And yeah, it was really fun. But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. I did find it amazing, like how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could. So that's cool. Okay, I'm the sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in anything. I started drawing manga panels. I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things. Drawing landscapes.
Look at those landscapes. Well, let me go back to that real quick, bro. Look at that. And I guess yeah, like copying, you know, manga or like comic pages can really help you improve a lot. Like just studying those manga drawings, because obviously, you know, the artist who made them knows what they're doing. So I really recommend you guys to try it. Okay, if you haven't tried it, what are you doing?
I started drawing manga panels. I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things.
Look at that perspective. It makes sense.
Drawing landscapes. This is Nihei. I love his work so much. So finally, after, I don't know, 300 days of drawing, I picked up an art book. So I picked up a couple art books, some more technical than others, but I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different preferences. For me, it's just supposed to be fun, and I think if I am having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books.
Yeah, that's true. I think you I think whenever you're trying to learn something, just make it fun for yourself, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be hell. And I think I also got my first art book when I was like 10 years old, something like that. But it was not my art book. It was like my brother's. He actually didn't want to give it to me because, you know, I'm a kid. And when I was a kid, I used to break a lot of stuff. Yeah, I used to borrow his like art books, and I would always like try to copy how they shade it, because I think it was like a shading art book or something, and that's where I learned how to shade.
It's about perspective, because I want to learn and I want to understand this, and I think finally that clicked in me. It went from me just wanting to sketch whatever to no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better.
I think a lot of us artists start from, you know, just drawing what we want, and it doesn't even have to look good sometimes, but we will reach that point where we just like, you know, I want to know every like, you know, detail, and like actually learn how to do anatomy, how to shade, how to color and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it just comes off like naturally over time.
It feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 101 that I felt like, okay, well, my year one has to be really good, right? Like,
oh no,
progress isn't a straight line. Like,
facts. That's the biggest facts that he has said on his video.
I was being too hard on myself, where I was getting close to a year, and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one.
Oh, that
looks
like good. That looks so good.
And I'm like, the 80 to 1, it's still better. Even though this is like full body, it's still better.
Bro, that left one is definitely so much better than the right one. It's so much cleaner. You can tell that he's a lot more confident on the left one. Lines are cleaner. He has a better flow.
I'm like, the 80 to 1, it's still better. Even though this is like full body, it's still better. So yeah, if you want to improve, you have to kind of go through the pain of sucking again, I guess.
Yeah.
It really felt
no pain, no gain.
Like, oh, cool. Like, I drew for this much, and I don't have anything to show for it. I think I wanted to learn to draw and actually understand anatomy. Before, it didn't matter to me. It was just a hobby. But now,
damn,
like,
look at those anatomy.
Like, how do you draw legs? How do you?
Whoa, what is that?
How do you draw? What is this? You've all been waiting for the return of. What is it? It's a description. I was genuinely panicking. Like, it's been so frustrated this entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video, but I felt genuinely in me like I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better, and I really wanted that to show. So
yeah, before we continue, I think that like the feeling that he just talked about, I think that feeling just never goes away, you know. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but I think it's a good thing that, you know, it's the thing that keeps us pushing to be better as an artist. So
coming in clutch last minute.
He's doing digital art now.
To draw. So let's go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just sketching. I drew this, which I thought was going to be amazing.
I love the color.
The colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least tried to draw like a full body, but I was so scared of getting it wrong that I think I just made it look weird. Practice drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it. This is just to try it out. And then I thought,
hair is actually
I'm gonna
good.
Really wow you guys. I
look at that one.
I tried my best to draw the actual hands. This is gonna be so good. And this is the end result. And I genuinely hate looking at it. I've looked at it so much, it just pissed me off. Even now,
bro.
No, I don't want to. In my head, it was.
I think it just needs a little bit of like sharper edges, because I think right here on the top of the head, it's kind of like the colors are like kind of like they kind of merge together in a way, like you don't know where to look. Like your eyes kind of get lost because there's not really much sharp edges when it comes to the rendering, like the color and stuff. But the line work, the liner is really good. But yeah, as you can see here, like at the bottom, like this side, like the fact that this one is sharp and like it kind of gets soft here at the bottom, and even like this gradient on the skin that goes like dark to light right here, like it looks really good. I think he just needed more like sharper edges on like the rendering. The line work is top tier though.
I desperately tried to draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black high contrast with some color. Still, I didn't like it.
I think that was not bad. I think now he's in the stage where, you know, he can work on his rendering a little bit.
I drew a full body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I could do more.
That looks really good.
I have to really like it to actually sketch it. And this is the last thing I drew. I finished it yesterday, and I think I'm finally happy with it. More time to the hair and like making the lines look nice and small little details and having the high contrast light. Maybe it's wrong, but it's there at least, and I think it makes it more interesting, you know.
Maybe it's wrong, but it's there at least. Why gotta go deep, PewDiePie? Oh my lord.
Some shadows and different pose, you know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think
I think he's
for a year progress. Yeah.
His clothing looks really good. I mean, I wasn't drawing like this, you know, when I just started, even like for a year.
Am I allowed to be happy?
No. Yes, PewDiePie.
Took a lot of pain to get there, you know, like
you are allowed to.
Day 365.
Epic. That looks so good. It's come a long way.
I feel like I finally beat my 80-day whatever. This is still better. I don't know. I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid and I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want other people to have this experience as well. People say that anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like, it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully. Like I said, I love to do so many different things. Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just beginner. But with me drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging. And I think that was just amazing. And I really appreciate that. So yes, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, he's right. I think all of us, you know, even though no matter the age, I think we all should create, you know, in any type of way. I think I really encourage people to just, you know, let out their soul and just, you know, create something. Doesn't matter if it's music, art, you know, like drawing, or even just building Legos, dude, or like writing, any medias that you prefer. I think every soul needs creativity. I think for me also personally, you know, PewDiePie has been a really big part of my childhood because I used to watch him all the time, like back in the Amnesia days, like, you know, like really old videos of his. It's like where like I found PewDiePie. He used to be this guy who just kind of like screams at the camera. He's this funny guy, and now, you know, he's really like inspirational to a lot of people. Like, he has inspired a lot of people to, you know, work out, you know, work on themselves, start reading and stuff like that. Such an inspiration to a lot of us. And I do want to say thank you PewDiePie. Especially, like, I've been drawing my whole life, and you know, seeing PewDiePie like draw is like, I think it has a special place in my heart. It makes me happy that, you know, he's doing really good at it. And any of you could be just like PewDiePie as well. Just like he said, if you just put in the work, you'll get results. Hopefully. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the type of content that I do, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Also remember that you're a pro, you can do it, don't be afraid.